G'day, welcome back. Something a little bit different today. The lovely people from Chasing Innovation actually sent me out a trolling camera, which is fantastic. It's called Canfish, and there we are there. So Canfish CamX, which is, very exciting for me actually. Looking forward to some of the footage I'll be able to catch instead of just imagining it the whole time. I'll be able to see it. So first of all, what comes in the box, we've got this flotation device, which is great. So you can pop the camera in there, have a line coming out the bottom, have your bait on the end or the lure. And this is great because you can actually live feed the camera whilst you're doing that. So live transmission, which is fantastic. You can follow what's going on under the water through your phone or smart device, which is great. As soon as the camera goes underneath the water, you'll lose that transmission. So that doesn't mean it's not recording, it just means you can't live record it. What else comes in the case? This beautiful sleek camera, which is, really cool. So it's got these fins on the side, and that's unreal. That basically makes sure that it tracks along perfectly in the water, and you have your line, main line to your fishing rod at the front here, and then you got one off the back, so you put your leader there and your lure on the end, and you're capturing it the whole time, which is unreal. And you got yourself a little charger, which is very light. The camera's actually really light too, which is great, and a high quality charging cord, which is always handy. Right, so that's what comes in the box, and some instructions as well. It also comes in this protecting case, which is great, so won't get damaged in transit. Alright, I'll give you another look at the camera there. Very sleek and quite light as well. Very cool piece of equipment. I'm excited to try it out. It's going to be unreal just to see what's going on under there. I'm always imagining it, so it'd be cool to actually capture it, especially for you guys as well. I'll go through some of the fundamentals of it. It's really quite advanced. It's got a 136 degree wide angled lens, which is great for capturing quite a lot of the area down there while you're fishing. It can go down to 656 feet, which is just under 200 meters. So that's what it's waterproof to, which is amazing. So you might be down there chasing some largemouth nanny guy or something like that, and wondering what's down there or what's actually behind that fish. Could be a big shark chomping on it. So you might be wondering, like, how can you actually see it at that depth? Well, the beauty of the camera is that it's got a LED light in it that actually monitors the conditions and adapts to the conditions as well. So you'll be able to see it, which is amazing. What else should I go over? Probably the battery life. So it's got a pretty good battery life, 138 minutes. So that's over 2 hours, which is fantastic. So as you all know, you could be out there chasing fish for a long time, especially if you're trolling behind a boat or behind a kayak. You never know when that fish is going to hit. So it comes in very handy when you've got that amount of battery space. And also saying that, you've got storage space. So that's 16 gigabytes of high definition storage, which is fantastic. And that's segmented too in the post process. So basically you have 3-minute clips as you're recording that whole 2 hours, so you can pinpoint exactly where the fish caught your lure or your bait. So which is huge for me, because in post with editing, timing's a huge thing. I try and be pretty efficient, so that really helps, that segmented recording. Yeah, so it's a pretty good all-rounder. You can troll along and just have that constantly feed up to 2 hours, like I said, or a bit over 2 hours. Or you can cast, which is great. So cast out and retrieve, and you can watch the fish come up and hit the lure behind it. Or you can have it in a float, which I think is pretty funny and cool, because you can actually watch the fish as it comes up and hits the bait. So I reckon that'll be a good time out there for sure. Yeah, so all around, I reckon it's a real little camera, and I'm looking forward to bringing you the results out there, and it's going to be awesome perspective to see what's going on under the water. Because like I said, I always wonder what's happening. So good way to capture that, and a little bit of an extra element while you're out there. Yeah, very happy with it. See how it goes in the field. Ew! See you out there. One very important thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up a still trace from the main line, so about 15 centimeters or 20 centimeters to the camera itself, because in the tropics you get pretty wild pelagic fish with teeth. So I actually got teeth marks on my camera now from a mackerel coming in and thinking the camera itself was a fish. So definitely going to put a still trace on the top end of the camera just to make sure I don't lose it to a hungry fish or even a shark or something. And also when casting or jigging, the footage is erratic, so don't expect perfect footage when you're bobbing along the reef or casting out and maybe doing a little tweak here and there. The footage won't be as good as it would be if you were trolling in a straight line, so that's something to bear in mind. Got a bit lucky here, I got snagged and managed to get that cod anyway. So that's one thing I found, you have to have lighter line on your leader to the lure itself. Just say you got 30 pound on your main line, you want your leader to be 20 pound, so then the line that's going to snap is a lighter line attached to the hook, so you're not end up losing the camera. So that was a huge factor for me to think about. And also, but if you're doing commercial footage like marlin fishing or something, you had clients, I'd suggest, if you could afford it, getting two, so you could have one on charge and one filming the whole time. And another thing, I wouldn't use it with anything under a 4,000 reel and 30 pound line, because yeah, I think it's light, but it's not too light to go under that grade of line or reel. And here we go, got a little stripey. My friend the stripey. They don't have to be big, they might be like a lunch. I'll measure it, see how we go. Ew. Yep, it's about 28. That's legal fish. Wow. Thanks mate, put out of its misery. Might have a bit of sashimi for the afternoon. This will fit in my esky, so I might actually keep fishing a bit and see how it goes. I might catch something else for dinner, just have this for lunch, but it always happens like 2:15, so it's not far from dinner really. Anyway, I'll put it out of its misery and yeah, definitely eat it. Yee-hoo! Thanks fish. Yeah, but overall I found the camera very, very cool and interesting, how it could capture so much below the surface for me, and now I've got a better understanding of, you know, what's going on while I'm trolling along, and how many fish are actually keen on getting that lure. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit, but also the quality is good, you know, HD, so that's perfect. It's good enough quality to see what's going on, and all the things I went through with the camera, all the cool things, aspects it has is really cool. So yeah, overall very happy with it, and excited to see what I capture in the future with it, and another perspective for all you guys. Alright, cheers. Alright, we'll give it a go. Once again, I'm in the sun just to give you guys a better view. Oh, it's so hot. I'm sunburned on my legs and everything. Right, thanks very much. Beautiful stripey. Spanish flag, they're called as well. Or stripey snapper. A little bit of wasabi. Perfect. Oh, that's good. That's unreal. Not much to it. Soy sauce, wasabi, a little bit of that chili, flaky mix. I think it's got seaweed in it as well. Beautiful. Yum. Unreal. I needed some energy. Alright, we'll check those crab pots, maybe on dark. Go have a look. Oh man, this is so good. Yummo. I thought I'd better add, so I took its insides out, so that helps it to cool down. Hung it in a tree so the breeze comes flowing through it and cools it down and firms up the flesh. So that makes it easier to fillet, and I reckon firmer in the taste as well. Just for half an hour. In winter you could do it for a long time, but yeah, just makes for a better finished product. Yee-hoo! See you in a bit. Peter Bloke looks like me. See ya.